get started. There's a towel, a mat, some water, and enough space, like you can see behind me, so we can move around. Let's go ahead and we're going to start opening up the shoulders. So we're going to be standing to do so. So stand with the feet so they're hip width apart or slightly wider. Okay. What I want us to do is to bring the arms up. We're going to bring the elbows together, palms facing you. Open up the arms, keeping the elbows together. We're going to open wide, bring them down, draw the scapula, the shoulder blades in, and we're going to go again. So we're going to come in, up, open, and down. In, up, open, and down. So we're going to inhale to go up, bring the elbows together, drive them up, open, and round. So we're opening up through the shoulders. Exhale, drive up. That's an inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Round to the sides and down. Elbows in, together, up, open, round and down. Keep yourself lengthening through the crown of the head. Keep nice and tall through the crown. Palms face forward, bring the shoulder blades in, together, up, open, round and down. So we're getting a good range of motion, really working these rotator cuff muscles as well at the shoulder. Let's just do 2 or 3 more. Inhale up, open, round and down. Inhale up, exhale, last one. Inhale, exhale, and relax there. Just relax and have a gentle swing of the arms. So we really want to warm up through these shoulders. Let's go ahead now and use the move where we turn the hands up and down. One palm up, one palm down. Shoulders back, lengthen through the crown of the head. And we're going to look to the palm that's up. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep the hands soft. Keep the knees soft as well. You might be tempted to kind of stand and hyperextend the knees and have a kind of forward lean going on. Try to stand up tall, shoulders back, one palm up, one palm down, and just rotate the head. On the center axis that has to rotate round, that center pivot point, try to avoid dropping the head to the side, cocking the head back, dropping the head forward, keep the head central. Think about a shelf being underneath the chin. And it's just gliding along that shelf as you turn the palm up and look towards the palm. Keep the weight even through the feet. I would exhale to look towards the palm. Exhale to look towards the palm. Hands are soft, don't hold any tension in the hands. Elbows are slightly bent. And get symmetry in the speed between the movement of the head and the hand. One more on either side. and relax there. Swing the arms and relax. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and come down onto the floor. I'm going to be looking to stretch through the shoulder here. So, we want to be onto our fronts. Okay. Now, this is the kind of stretch where we're going to reach underneath us. We're going to have one arm, so it's just forward of us. We're not really bearing an awful lot of weight through this arm. And if you find it comfortable, you may want to put a towel there as well. Okay. Now the other arm, I simply want you to thread the arm through this gap between the rib cage and the elbow. So we're going to take that arm through there. This arm now, if you want to, you can cross it across. But we're not reaching through with that arm. Remember, it was here. That's just to differentiate, so we know we're not pushing both arms either side. So once this arm threads through and the palm is facing up, just align the other arm like so. And we're going to reach through with that arm. We're looking to get the shoulder down. And now you might feel you want to rotate and kind of look round to that side. That will lose the stretch. I want you to try and stay quite level and reach through with that hand. So remember, you want to avoid that kind of looking up and rotation, lifting of the opposite shoulder that you're stretching. We want to reach through with this hand and allow that shoulder to stretch. The palm is up and the shoulders are fairly square, so these shoulders will be pretty much level with each other. You're reaching through with that arm. We might also feel this in the lower back. Go ahead and try to increase the stretch on the exhale. Remember not to roll and to come out of that stretch. Just put the hand back on the towel, bend the elbow, bring it through and relax. Move the shoulders out a little bit. Let's change sides. Here we go. Place the hand just on the towel. Elbow just in front of you. There's not a lot of weight bearing there. Thread the opposite arm underneath. Okay. Reach through the arm. Keep the shoulders square. Don't go along with it. Keep the shoulders square. Reach. Once you've found that stretch, take the hand that's on the towel in front of you. Square it off, square the shoulders, reach through. So we're just stretching the one arm at the moment. That's the arm that we threaded underneath and through first. Keep the head lifted, the chin is slightly tucked under. And smooth, deep, diaphragmatic breaths. Never to spine and pelvic floors. We would have known how to draw the navel toward the spine and pelvic floors from the previous sessions, previous tutorials. Remember to see that tutorial and do that homework in that lesson as well, because that's important. Keep those shoulders square. Let's go ahead and release, take the arm back on the towel, bend the elbow through and relax. Roll the shoulders. Okay, let's come back to our original arm. So, elbow just in front. We're going to thread through and reach, palm up. Square the other arm, square the shoulders, And I do want you to push the other arm, the hand that was on the towel, across to the other side as well. Creep it across. Keep the palm facing up. Keep the shoulders square. We'll feel that shoulder stretch increase, and again, hold. Keep the shoulders square. Try not to rotate one side. Keep that head lifted. Let's go ahead and relax. The arm that's in front, back on the towel. Bring the other arm through, relax. Roll those shoulders. And make sure we're being gentle with these stretches, guys. Don't be too aggressive with these stretches. These areas tend to be quite tight. So please be gentle with yourself with these. Let's go ahead on the other side. Hand on the towel. Thread the arm through. Palm faces up. Once you reach, square the other arm. Square the shoulders. Reach through. With the arm that was in front as well. Hold. So remember, we're going to be stretching our hip flexors, quadriceps and iliopsoas. That's type 1, type 2 hip flexors. Remember, type 1, type 2 hip flexors refers to the amount of joints that are flexed. This is the knee for the quadriceps, type 1 quadriceps. Iliopsoas flexes the knee and the hip, 2 joints, type 2. Iliopsoas, type 2. These hip flexors tend to get short and tight, with short and tight chest and shoulders, anterior shoulders. Let's go ahead, relax that front arm. Release that other arm underneath and relax those shoulders. That'll be a nice release there. Let's go ahead and start to set up stretching of these type 1 and type 2 hip flexors. Let's bring ourselves back into child's pose with a nice amount of room between the knees for that rib cage to nestle into. Stretch forward with the arms, elbows down, stretch it forwards. It's not an aggressive stretch, but there's a good range of flexion at that knee for these quadriceps to get a little bit of a stretch. Doesn't need to be massive to start with. We're just bringing ourselves into that stretching for the hips, flexors. So reach forward with the arms, try and keep the elbows down. You want the hips to be over the heels. And we also want to start to warm up lengthening the iliopsoas. So let's go ahead and lift the hips, drop them down, the legs can go a little bit wide, draw the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the head. So yes, we're stretching upper abdominals, which is always good news. Again, these tend to be short and tight. And we're stretching through iliopsoas. So push the hips down and in, lift the heart up. We're just going to do these 2 movements one more time. Holding for around 30 seconds. Taking navel to spine, diaphragmatic breaths each time we hold. Let's go ahead and sit back. Make enough room for the rib cage between the knees. Open up forward with the hands. Let's go ahead and come forward again. Exhale, drop the hips down, open up through the shoulders, shoulders back, lift the heart, extend through the back of the head, We can go ahead and drive the hips forward that little bit. Deep, diaphragmatic, navel to spine breathing. Let's go ahead and just release that off. Okay. Now let's get into type 1 and type 2. We're going to be laid prone with the arms out wide. Again, just be gentle with this stretch as well. Just take palms out. We're going to look towards our front. Have a knee bent. Pop it over behind us. Hold that stretch. So we're trying to get this toe down behind us. We're reaching forward with this front arm. And if you can, with the arm behind you, the hand, just hold that foot if you can get there. If not, just point the toes down towards the floor. Reach forward with this front arm. And we're trying to get that toe down and open up through these hips here. So lengthening type 1 and type 2 hip flexors here. So we get good hip opening here. We may also obviously need to make ourselves comfortable in the chest region. Deep diaphragmatic breath as we're holding this stretch. Let's go ahead and release that leg, relax it, and let's change it over on the other side. I'll spin round so you can see. Palms down, knee flexed, over we go, reach forward with the front arm. Hold the foot at the back if you can, if not, don't worry. We want to get a good amount of movement and extension through this hip. The toe is pointing down towards the floor behind us. We're reaching through, stretching, diaphragmatic breaths. Really reach through that arm. Fantastic. Release that arm, release the leg, and relax there. Brilliant. Okay, so we've worked through the hips there a little bit. Remember, main focus here is on kind of chest and shoulder neck complex. So we're going to go ahead now and work with a bridge style exercise, but to work through the anterior shoulder chest region and stretch. What I like you to be onto your back. Hands are going to sit in the back. The palms are going to be down and the hands are going to be sat like this underneath us. So go ahead and tuck them in here. Lay there. Okay. trying to get the shoulders, elbows onto the floor. Relax the head. You may want to put a towel underneath the head. We're trying to get the shoulders down, and we might feel that in the shoulders already. What I want you to do is keep those hands down, keep the elbows down, keep the weight even through the feet. Exhale, rock the pelvis back, drive the hips up, keep the elbows down, and then lower. I want you to focus on getting a good lumbar curve. So we do want the back to arch. Exhale, roll the pelvis back. You'll feel your back pushing into your hands. You are pelvic tilting, lifting slightly. We're not coming all the way up. Try and keep those hands down. And then lay the back down to the mat. Allow the hips back down. Allow the back to arch. Keep the elbows and shoulders down. Exhale, rock. Tilt the pelvis. Lift slightly. Keep pushing into the floor with these hands. Down we come. Hold. Exhale, rock. And down. Remember, you're keeping these shoulders and elbows back and down. Okay. Your fingertips should be touching in that back. Okay. Last couple. I know it's not easy, guys. Keep these hands down. Last one. And relax those arms. Woo. Up we come. Relax those shoulders. As you can see, guys, that's quite a nice stretch or a tough stretch through those shoulders. Let's go ahead now and place these hands behind us. Okay. Now we want to have the feet so they are facing forward, in line with the hips. And I want us to exhale, draw the navel towards the spine. We're going to lift, drive the hips up, lay the head back, lift the heart up toward the ceiling, and then lower back down. You'll notice the position of my hands, they're facing down the mat towards the feet. Okay? Exhale, navel toward the spine, tuck the pelvis, up we come, lift, drive up, 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 lay the head back slightly, exhale. You can see we need to be cautious and careful, smooth, flowing, control movement. Exhale, navel toward the spine, pelvic floors, tilt the pelvis, lift, drive through the feet, drive the hips up, lengthening through the crown of the head. One last one. And relax. Let's turn the hands behind us. What I want you to do is soften the elbows. You can be slightly out to the side. I want you to soften the elbows, sit back, drive ourselves up nice, high chest. Go backwards, bend the elbows, lean ourselves back. We're keeping the chest lifted. And then up. Bend. So it's like we're taking the humerus up behind us And really stretching through this anterior shoulder. Be careful, not going all the way back. We're going back slightly, just to here, fully supported, and then back up, chest high. Chest high. Keep the neck lengthening through the crown of the head. Last two. Last one. And relax those shoulders. Fantastic. That's us back down. So we need to look at it's okay stretching these muscles, we also need to strengthen the muscles as well. We're going to keep here with the legs off the floor, knees in line with the hips, ankles in line with the knees, and we're going to keep the elbows down, and we're going to open thumbs towards the floor, and then back in. Alright? Keep this lower back down, use the abdominals. I want you to inhale and open. Exhale and back in. You're going to find these elbows want to go out wide. It's a lot easier to do that out wide, okay? Keep these elbows tucked in like you're holding a book between your elbow and your waist. If you find it really tough, put the feet down. You don't have to hold them up there. That's an extra add-on to really work through the abdominals. So put those feet down if you need to. And we're going to open up, thumbs towards the floor, and then back in. Here is okay as well. Keep those elbows tucked in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Make sure the elbows haven't crept out wide. 2 or 3 more repetitions. Okay, they might end up going wider, repetition by repetition by repetition, so you've got to keep them glued in. Just last couple. And relax and release there, guys. Good. Let's come up to standing. So now we're going to work through the lower back. We don't want the lower back to be weak, and we can really work these upper back muscles while we do this exercise. So the elbow is going to be held in just like we were, shoulders back and down. And I want you to keep good spinal extension. We're going to bend from the hips, keeping the shoulders back, head lifted, bending at the hip, keeping a straight back. We're going to come down to about 90 degrees here, bring ourselves back up. So imagine yourself like a waiter holding a tray, and the tray is going to face the wall in front of you. So at the moment it's facing the ceiling, the tray is facing up. We're going to keep the spine straight, hinge at the hips, keeping the head lifted and the scapula, shoulder blades drawn back. The tray is now facing the wall. Exhale up, knees soft, Keep these shoulder blades drawn back and down. Exhale forward, navel to spine, pelvic floors. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, navel. Pelvic floors. Forward flexion, keep the heart high. Pull up through the lower back, keeping the shoulders back. We're going to feel this between the shoulders. Let's keep this going. Exhale, we're leaning forwards, keeping a nice straight back, keeping the weight even through the feet. We're coming down, tray facing forwards or the wall. Pull up from the lower back and the hamstrings and the lower back. Up we come. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. Last one. And go ahead and relax the arms, guys, working in swing. There's a tough set for those shoulders. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders, and let ourselves just gently swing side to side. The chin is slightly tucked. We're working in swing is relaxing, hands are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Take the time. A few seconds will feel like minutes, but stay relaxed and keep talking and ticking and ticking and talking side to side. Let's go ahead and just take the legs a little bit wider than the hips. Turn the feet slightly outwards. Bring ourselves into a nice lengthened posture. Draw the shoulders back, lengthen through the head. We're going to roll down. Exhale, tucking in the chin. Close down the rib cage. Peeling the spine over. Arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Exhale when you come up. We're going to move the arms wide, up, inhale, reach and lengthen with the arms. Exhale down, keep the heart lifted. Exhale down, roll. Inhale at the bottom, exhale coming up. Bring the arms wide, palms are up, reach, tiptoes, bit of a balance, but reach up with the arms. Heels, arms relaxed, back down we go. Last one. Exhale down. Exhale up. Working all the way through the spine. And relax there. So let's go ahead and look at some scapular movements and some head movements before we have a stretch. We're going to work with the scapula first. We're going to hold ourselves in a nice, firm, almost kind of semi-squat stance, yeah? Arms in front. I want you to protract and retract the scapula. That means draw the shoulder blades back and then round them forward. There's going to be no bending at the arm. Okay, there's no bending at the arm stays straight. This is all shoulder blade only. So drawing the shoulder blade in, adduction and abduction of the scapula. So knees soft, shoulders back, start here, retracted. Okay, go forwards, exhale, backwards, inhale. Keep the arms straight. Okay. If you wanted to, you could hold one of your balls or your cushion or your towel, and you can draw back and you can round. But you do not want to bend that elbow. Whatever gets you not to bend that elbow, whether you're holding something or not, I prefer not to, and I use the softness of my hands to help drive my shoulder movement. If you hold something and that works for you, then that's great. Horses for courses, there's no right and wrong. Okay? No such thing as right and wrong, good or bad. Thinking makes it so. So here, whatever you're holding or not holding, it doesn't matter, but you want to get yourself to keep the arms straight as you protract and retract the shoulder blades. Last couple. Last one. And relax. We'll go ahead and do the same with the head. We've done this on hands and knees. Okay, we're going to do it standing now. Remember, what we want to avoid is yes and no. We don't want a yes and no movement. That's flexion and extension. I'd like protraction and retraction, which is funky chicken. And that's a different muscle group that we're using in that kind of cervical spine region. So the suboccipital muscles, we're working with flexion, extension, and cervical extensively working with funky chicken or protraction, retraction. So for this, what I want you to do is stand with the hands in the small of the back, shoulders back and down, and I want you to go forwards with the head, draw it back, draw it forwards, chin tucking in, taking the head back. So it's like you're trying to look at something that you can't quite focus on, you're kind of going, huh? And you realise what it is and you want to pull away and go, oh, surprise. Forwards. And back. Now you want to avoid that. Don't come into flexion and extension. The arms are there so the shoulder blades are back. Head. Forward and back. Last couple. Exhale forwards. Inhale back. And release. And relax. It's really important to keep these cervical extensors strong. For every inch the head goes forward of its ideal position, which is no further forward than the first third of the humeral head, for your ear hole, or for your audiatal meatus. So your ear hole, if it's past the first third of your humeral head, that's considered a forward head posture. For every inch the head goes forward, the weight of the head, again, its entirety, is added to the vertebrae in the neck, to the cervical spine. So if you've got a 1 inch head forward of where it should be, you've got the weight of your head again through the spine. Now the head weighs 8% of your body weight. That's 16% of your body weight on your neck. We double that again with a 2 inch forward head posture. Okay, the weight of the head is added again. 16% of your body weight through your spine and your neck. No wonder we have headaches when the head is forward. So it's really important to work these muscles to keep the head aligned. Let's go ahead and stretch the neck out. Again, stretch as we've done previously. Tuck the chin, interlace the fingertips, hands on the back of the head, elbows forward. Do not pull on the head. Allow the weight of the arms to hang as you tuck the chin in. So you're not pulling on the head, you're tucking in the chin. Let's release, bring the chin up. We're going to go trapezius stretch next. This is the ear going toward the shoulder. We're not looking over that way, we're keeping completely straight. We tilt the head to the side. We're going to take the weight of the arm on the head. We're not going to pull. Push down with the shoulder and the palm of the opposite arm down towards the floor. Try not to lean over. Stay tall. We're dropping the ear to the shoulder. Pushing this palm down towards the floor. And keep the head facing forward. So here we're getting upper trapezius. Let's release that hand. Get the tension. Release the head. Release the tension with the hand. Change sides. Ear to the shoulder. Hang the weight of the arm on the head. Push opposite palm down, shoulder down. Keep upright, keep the head facing forward. Avoid that, tucking in. There. Release, take the tension with that hand, release the head and get rid of that tension. Okay, let's swing it out. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. Everyone, I really appreciate your time. That concludes this session. So please like and share. Let's get as many people as we can getting involved, participating in these Pilates tutorials and these I Am Fitness workouts. I appreciate your time in coming and doing these sessions, so please like and share, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.